Why do seafood boils taste better at home? No bibs, no gloves, no overpriced buckets, and you could do things like replace the seafood with chicken. Don't worry, Unc's got you covered. Watch this. Do not make another seafood boil without my big back butter. Don't worry, Unc's got the recipe. Watch this. Here's everything you need for your seafood boil. Full amounts will be in the caption below. In a large stock pot, add some lemons, some onion, some garlic, bay leaves, and this seasoning right here, the straight drop seafood boil. Everything your seafood boil needs to make that flavor bussin'. Get it from UncleDibbz.com. Add your potatoes, let it boil on high for 15 minutes, then add your sausage, let it boil on high for 5 minutes. Next, add your frozen crab legs and your frozen shrimp. Then also add your frozen corn. Give everything a little stir, make sure everything's well combined. Now cut that heat, cover, and set it to the side. Now let's make that big back butter. Bring half a cup of water to a boil in a medium saucepan over high heat. Reduce your heat to low and gradually add 1.5 sticks of butter, cold butter that is, until it's emulsified and thickened. Now let's upgrade that butter. Add some parsley, a couple shakes of hot sauce, a little Worcestershire sauce, and then right here, the Delta Dust. This is that Cajun seasoning you need. It's like papados in a bottle. Mix that all together, turn off the heat. By the time that big back butter is done, your seafood should be all cooked. Now grab your favorite platter and dump all that seafood on top of it. Then give it a fresh glaze of that big back butter all over the top of that seafood. And then we're gonna give it a little shine with some more of that Delta Dust. All seasonings are available at UncleDibbz.com. This seafood boil is guaranteed to get your back nice and big for summer. Full recipes in the caption, or just visit the link in my bio.
That's good.
This is the quickest and easiest way to make a seafood boil without any mess. And all you need is a bag. Watch this. First, place all your fixings together in a large bowl. That's potatoes, sausage, corn, and onion. Now it's time to add that flavor. Melt some butter, add some minced garlic, and then add half a cup of the straight drop seafood boil. All the flavors you need, all in one bag to make this seafood boil bussin'. Get it from UncleDibbz.com. After you mix that butter with them fixings, set it to the side and grab that bag. That is an oven-safe roasting bag, not one of them bags under your sink. Add a tablespoon of flour to keep the bag from bursting, then add your fixings. I like eggs in my boil. If you like those too, add them uncooked. Add half a cup of water and then half a can of beer. Do not add your seafood yet. Cook this at 375 for 30 minutes. Make sure you pierce some holes at the top to let some steam out. After 30 minutes, now it's time to add the seafood. Carefully open up your bag. Add 1 pound of shrimp, 1 pound of snow crab legs, and since my parlay hit over the weekend, I'm adding a couple of lobster tails. Next, melt some more butter, and then we're coming with that Cajun flavor, that Delta Dust. Add that to the butter along with some minced garlic, give it a mix. Pour it all over your seafood. I'm telling you, the flavor is like papados in a bottle. Retie your bag, set your oven to 400 degrees, and cook for 20 more minutes. And just like that, no mess, no stress, seafood boil in a bag. All you gotta do is cut the bag open and dump it right there in your pan. Full recipe in the caption or visit the link in my bio.
That's good, shawty.
Red Lobster flop with those seafood boils, shawty. But this right here is a seafood broil. Charbroiled grilled seafood and all the fixings done right. Watch this. We start with those baby potatoes, bathed in melted butter, then hit with that Delta Dust and that straight drop seafood boil. Double the seasoning for double the flavor. You get both seasonings from UncleDibbz.com. The potatoes hit the grill first. Give it a 5-minute head start. Next, we're going to work on that corn. Do the same thing, butter and the same seasonings. Then add that to the party. Last but not least, we add that andouille sausage, thick cut, smoky, lay them right next to the corn. Now while all the fixings are getting broiled, it's time to work on that shrimp. Toss them in some more of that butter, that same seasoning duo, and drop them on a grill pan. Now it's for the star of the show, the lobster and the crab legs. Add your crab and lobster to the grill pan and drizzle that butter like you mean it. Let it ride, flames licking the shells, butter foaming, seasoning sticking. This ain't steamed, this is grilled, this is broiled. After 10 minutes, you've got fire roasted shrimp, blistered corn, golden potatoes, and crispy sausage. Full recipes on my site, UncleDibbz.com. That's good, shorty. What happens when you mix fried chicken with the bold flavors of a seafood boil? I wanted to find out, so I made it myself. Don't worry, Unc's got you covered. We're gonna make this Cajun boiled fried chicken. Watch this. We're kicking things off with the marinade that brings that bold seafood flavor straight to the kitchen. You're gonna pour some buttermilk over your chicken pieces and then add this right here. A couple of tablespoons of the straight drop seafood boil. I'm talking about juicy, seasoned to the bone chicken ready for that crispy golden finish. Grab the seafood boil from UncleDibbz.com, add a couple shakes of hot sauce, and let that thing marinate in the fridge for a few hours. Now let's talk about those sides, right? Red potatoes and sweet corn. That's all you really need. Slice your potatoes in half and then crack your corn in half too as well. Now it's time to bring that boil to life. Fill up your pot halfway with water. Now let's add our background dancers. That's some lemon juice, those onions, some bay leaves, and you know no seafood boil is complete without some garlic. Add as much as you like. Finish it off with some more of that straight drop seafood boil. Stir that in and then set the scene for your potatoes and corn. First, we're gonna go in with the potatoes, let that come back to a boil for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna follow up with that corn. After you add your corn and everything comes back to a boil, turn off the heat, and then we're gonna set this over to the side off the heat and let those flavors come together. Let them get to know each other. We're trying to have a good party over here tonight. The flour mix is where the magic happens. We're gonna add some more of that seafood boil to that flour and then give it a little bit of a Cajun kick with that Delta dust to make sure every piece is packed with flavor. Now go grab your chicken from out the fridge because it's time to get dressed. Remember, when you're dredging your chicken, keep one hand as your wet hand and one hand as your dry hand. Lay each piece of that chicken in that flour mixture and pack it on nice and tight. And here's a little tip for extra crunchy skin. After you're done dredging your chicken, throw it in the refrigerator for like 5-10 minutes, basically while your oil is getting hot, and that's gonna shock that chicken skin so that it's extra crispy. Now go grab that big old Dutch oven that you got sitting in the corner because it's time to fry some chicken, y'all. Fill up your pot halfway with that oil. Make sure you leave some room at the top because it is definitely gonna rise. Maintain your oil temperature to about 325 degrees and then fry that chicken. And here's a little trick to infuse that oil. Add some jalapenos and onions. Trust your uncle. It gets the job done. Now, when you drop your chicken in the oil first, let's let it sit there for about 3-4 minutes. But then after that, you're gonna be wanting to constantly rotate that thing so that you don't get those burnt spots all over the chicken. Constantly agitate your chicken so it gets nice and golden evenly like this. Now, no seafood boil is complete without that garlic butter. So we're gonna make that sauce. Add some cold water to a saucepan. Once it starts to boil, add some cold butter. We're gonna use about a stick of butter, so don't overreact. We're making garlic butter sauce, y'all. We're not making salad dressing. Hit that with a couple of squeezes of garlic paste. Stir everything together over about medium-low heat, and then add some parsley, and then we're gonna flavor that butter up with some more of that Delta dust. Remember, all the seasonings are available at UncleDibbz.com. Cut your heat and set your butter sauce to the side. Now let's build this boil. We're gonna start off with the base of potatoes and corn. Your potatoes should be fork tender and soft to the touch. Now we gotta sauce everything up. Grab that garlic butter sauce that you just made and pour it all over your potatoes and corn. And save some to the side because you know we're gonna do some dunking a little bit later. Now top everything off with that crispy, golden, fried chicken, flavored with that seafood boil. And you know I had to add a couple of Cheddar Bay biscuits. I mean, it's only right. This is that one right here. Fried chicken that tastes like a seafood boil, buttery potatoes, corn on the side, whether it's Mardi Gras or just because, you gotta try this. Let me know in the comments what you're grabbing first. Is it a leg or a wing, or are you going for those potatoes and corn? Let Unc know. Full recipe is going to be in the caption, or just go to UncleDibbz.com. Get all the measurements, all the time. All the ingredients are going to be right there for you. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. And I got more for you on the way.
That's good, shorty.
A seafood boil, but with chicken? Count me in, shorty. I'm going to show you how to make it all in this bag right here. Now, we all know no seafood boil, or in this case, bird boil, is complete without all the essentials. I'm talking potatoes, corn, onion, garlic, andouille sausage, and those boiled eggs. Once all your ingredients are sliced up, go ahead and grab a big old bowl and dump everybody in the pool. Now it's time for that flavor. Melt 1 stick of butter and then add this seasoning right here, the Delta Dust. The flavor is like Papados in a bottle, so you already know. You can grab the seasoning from UncleDibbz.com. Pour that butter mixture all over your food. Give everything a nice mix and set it to the side. Now grab that chicken. Melt another stick of butter, and then for flavor, I'm coming with that Dirty Bird rub, 13 all-natural spices to make this bird bussin'. You can get that also from UncleDibbz.com. Mix it with your butter and slather it all over your chicken. Now we're gonna give this bird a BBL, Dr. Miami style. Go ahead and stuff that thing full of that corn, that sausage, and potatoes. Tie up them legs, because our bird's classy, not trashy. Then go ahead and get that bag, shawty. Add 1 tablespoon of flour to the bag, give it a nice shake, then add the rest of your fixings to that bag. Next, lay your chicken right on top, and then don't forget those eggs. Place 6 uncooked eggs all around your bird. They're gonna cook and boil right in the bag, y'all. Add your lemons to the bag, along with half a can of beer. Tie your bag nice and tight, and then grab a fork or a knife, and then poke 6 holes all around the bag. That's just gonna help with that air circulation. Throw this in the oven at 375 for an hour and a half, or until your bird is at 165. This is gonna have your whole house smelling something special, shawty, I'm telling you. Let the bag rest for 10 minutes, cut it open, and then get ready for a juicy surprise. Everything is cooked to perfection, shawty, and guess what? I don't even need a knife to cut this chicken, I'm using a spoon. Let me know what you're grabbing first from this boil. To get this full recipe, go to UncleDibbz.com or visit the link in my bio.
That's good, shorty.